It's the nation's favourite antiques experts.
Perfect. Sold.
Behind the wheel of a classic car.
Lovely day for it.
And a goal to scar Britain for antiques.
Every home should have one of these.
The aim to make the biggest profit at auction. But it's no mean feat. There'll be worthy winners.
£9.50.
You're going to make £1,000.
And valiant losers. Will it be the high road to glory?
Make me a big profit.
Or the slow road to disaster?
Are we stuck?
This is the Antiques Road Trip. Nice. Bonjour, mes amis. It's the penultimate leg in our Scottish road trip.
I'm feeling very cheery today.
I am, but why wouldn't we? Look, it's a nice, bright, sunny day.
Nearly drove you into ditch there.
Please don't.
Yeah, exactly. We're in the far north of Scotland with this dashing pair. Scottish lass Rue Irvin and English gentleman Mark Hill.
Yeah, I have to admit, this road trip of ours is just absolutely decadent. The views, the company, I'm just loving every second.
It is truly awesome. I don't use that word lightly.
These two besties are driving an iconic British vintage motor, the 1974 Triumph Stag.
Do you like my driving? Do you
I
feel
am,
safe?
apart from the ditch moment, I'm fine.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
it's all good.
Brainchild of renowned sports car designer Giovanni Michelotti, the Stag is known for the throaty roar of its twin exhaust.
Oh, look at the lambs. And there's a little black
look,
sheep.
a little black one.
Oh.
Back to business, please, chaps. On the previous leg,
Hello.
Rue finally knuckled down,
Testing my fitness.
while Mark cut some serious deals.
I could do some damage with these.
And they both made some dosh at auction.
Now, I think we should celebrate.
Oh, gosh, yes.
Rue started out with £200, and despite a good showing in the last leg, she's a bit down on that, with £154.28. While Mark, who began with the same sum, has accumulated quite a bit more after 3 trips to the sale room with £330.46.
You do realise we are now much closer to the end of our road trip than the beginning.
We are. I'm quite sad about that, but I've enjoyed it. Memories made.
Their Caledonian carry-on kicked off in Inverkeithing and has thus far taken them ever northward. But after venturing to Britain's furthest tip, they'll be heading back down south for the final showdown in Stirling. On this leg, we'll shop until John O'Groats, but our first stop of the day is Poolew. Situated on the sheltered southern end of Loch Ewe, Poolew is a bonny wee village, and it's where we'll find painted horse antiques.
So here we are.
I know, this looks nice.
Yeah.
Look at that view.
Stunning.
Now I'm going in first.
Okie dokie. Ladies first.
This is my top speed.
In those heels, I'm not surprised.
Yasmin is the proprietor of this cosy wee shop, stocking a delightful mix of vintage, retro and antique collectibles.
Mister, I'll take the high
All right.
road.
And
You-
I'll take the low road.
Yes.
And I'll be there for ye. Now, down to business, please.
This has caught my eye. But this is our lovely Queen Elizabeth II. So this looks like a coronation piece. June 1953. And what I love is the fact it's a biscuit tin. I need to see what the price... OK, so that's £8. That's good. It's single figures. How much do I think it will make? Going by the condition, someone could still spend £15, £20 on that. Just reminds us of the greatness of this country. But for now, I'll put it back in. It's £8, no risk, but I want to find something a bit meatier to really get my teeth into.
One to come back for then. Mark's still browsing away. Anything else to find?
I love a good candelabra. But it says here, old cast iron candlesticks, pair, £28. They seem to be in good condition. So I think if this could be sort of south of 20, that's not a bad backup buy. If there's something else I fall in love with that maybe is outside of my budget, I might be tempted by these. And the difference is it's a pair. Things always sell better in pairs. Vases, lamps, candelabras, it just adds more value. So I'm going to put it back down, have a think. Definitely one to mull over, but I'm going to keep looking.
That's 2 Rue has earmarked, if you're keeping count. Now, how's Marky Boy getting on?
Hidden away here is a rather interesting little thing. It's a TV case made out of bakelite. It's missing the guts, so it's missing everything inside. It's missing the TV. And I'm running my hands over it to make sure it's not damaged anywhere. I mean, it's a classic 1950s TV design. I wonder whether one could do something with that. It's £25, but I'm kind of wondering whether if a TV restorer or somebody who's into bakelite kind of has the guts but has a damaged case, then maybe they'd be interested in buying a case. £25, not so sure about that. I might need to ask about the price on that and what the best might be. But I'm kind of interested in this.
A fabulous opportunity to upcycle an item. Has Rue found anything else?
Quite a few Wally Dugs here, but that's definitely not my style. Might be Mark's. Now see, this is nothing hugely exciting. It's a silver box, but I want to have a look at the condition and the price first of all. It says here, sterling silver cigarette box, and going by the wood on the inside, it's not Victorian. I would say it's probably Deco, 1920s, 30s. Looking at the hallmarks, unfortunately, it's been so well polished that they've actually worn away. There's enough there to see that it is silver, but I think I can spot the leopard's head, which means it's London silver and not Birmingham or Sheffield, which is the most common. But if you look at it, it's got quite a few dents and knocks, which is such a shame. And you can see there, it's just the finest sheet of silver. I mean, the bulk of the weight is in the wood, and it's also, it's almost like the wood has slightly expanded and it's just making it a wee bit tight to close. I always say condition is key, but for the right price, I might bend my own rule. This is a competition after all. I'll keep looking.
Rules are made to be broken, Rue. Now, looks like Mark is ready to cut a deal.
Yasmin.
Hello.
Hello. I think I found something I'd like to buy, if I may, please. You'll probably think I'm crazy, but I love early plastics and I love bakelite. Your bakelite TV case is just fab. So I'd like to take it for £25 if I can.
Lovely.
Brilliant.
Yes.
That hardly dents Mark's wallet, leaving him with £305 still to spend.
I always wanted to be on telly.
Silly boy. Meanwhile, back inside, it's Rue's turn to approach the till.
Hi, Yasmin. Hello. There's a few things I've spotted. They totally vary in price. So I'll start with the one at the bottom, the Coronation souvenir box from 1953. Now that's £8. Great price, no problem. Then we have the pair of candelabra, the cast iron ones. Could they be 20?
Is there something else you were
Yep.
talking about?
There was also the silver lined wooden box, which you've got up at 38. Could it be 55 for all three?
That sounds good.
Thank you
All
so
right.
much. I'll get
Lovely.
you paid.
Good work, Rue. You snaffled up 3 promising lots there and still have £99 to go on with. Now, time to point the stag towards pastures new. Elsewhere, Mark's taking a breather from shopping and has made his way to the Strath of Kildonner. For centuries, this beautiful valley was home to thousands of Highlander clansmen. Now, only ruins remain. Mark's meeting Jackie Aitken to find out what happened and to learn about a dark chapter in Scotland's history.
Hello, Jackie.
Hi, Mark.
Apart from an idyllic valley on a wonderful day, where are we?
So, Mark, we're here at the site of a pre-clearances township in the Strath of Kildonnan. We've got the buildings where the families lived, and these are the longhouses. There's one right next to you here. And people had been farming here for nearly 6,000 years. And their arable way of life came literally to an abrupt end at the start of the 19th century, when thousands of people were removed from their homes, some of them forcibly evicted. And this period in history has become known as the Highland Clearances.
This was the time of the Napoleonic Wars. Overseas trade was obstructed, driving a demand for wool, the price of which increased by 400%. The landowners knew they could make 5 times the rent, leasing their swathes of land in the Highlands to sheep farmers. The only problem? The thousands of Highlanders who called it their home.
But if you look around us today, Mark, at the landscape here, it couldn't accommodate both people and sheep. Something had to give. So it was the people that had to go. And within the space of a few years, literally 3,000 people from this strath alone were removed from their homes. And the hillsides were covered in huge flocks of sheep, tens of thousands at a time.
So that's it, cleared off you go. But where? Where did they go?
The landowners actually offered the people relocation down at the coast. So they did offer them small parcels of land, about 1.5 to 2 acres, small enough so they could grow a few vegetables, have a few cows and sheep, but not enough land that they would be self-sufficient.
Yeah.
They were really trying to encourage people to become employed in different industries. And the one that they created down on the coast, they invested money into the fishing industry at Helmsdale. So they were trying to encourage their farmers to become fishermen.
The clearances were savage. Homes were burned down, tenants forced to leave at the point of a sword or musket. Mark is heading to the Time Span Museum in Helmsdale to meet Jean Sargent, a direct descendant.
Hi, Jean. Thank you very much for meeting me here. I understand you can tell me something about your family and life in Helmsdale.
My family name is Paulson, which is part of the Clan Mackay, and my 3 times great-grandfather, Robert Paulson, was cleared with his family of 8 children to West Helmsdale.
But it must have been so traumatic, being thrown out of a home that you had known for generations. Then you come here, and then you have to do something completely different.
Yeah. So my family were very lucky because Robert Paulson was actually a shoemaker, so he was able to make a bit of a living for the family. Some of the people that were cleared from the Strath to Helmsdale didn't have a trade, and so they were encouraged to become fishermen. Now, some of these people had never even seen the sea, far less be able to work with the sea.
Many of the evicted Highlanders had no choice but to emigrate. For those that remained, they were forced to adapt to a new way of life.
It just goes to show the sort of enormous human resilience, really, and invention, constantly having to reinvent yourself at that time.
Absolutely, and in fact, the village is still very much like that. Being in a reasonably remote place, if we want anything done, we have to do it ourselves.
And I presume this looks to me like a fishing creel, so a fishing basket?
It is. Women were very involved in the fishing industry as well, and so the fisher wives donned a creel full of fish and had to go around the district selling fish. And as you can imagine, when you've seen this area, it's very hilly.
Yes.
It was quite a job for them to move from croft to croft and all around the district. So would you like to try on this creel, Mark?
Actually, yes.
Yes.
This goes over my head.
Over your head.
Doesn't it?
Yes,
Okay, be
that's
careful with
correct.
my
Whoops,
spec.
That's it, yeah.
Oh,
pull it down
okay.
over your
Gravity
shoulders,
is taking
and then
over.
there, that's
Okay,
it.
I'm getting the
and
picture.
That's you, yeah.
That's me as a fisherwoman.
Walking miles.
Thank you so much, Jean. I felt I really learned an awful lot about what was a very traumatic and tumultuous period of Scottish history, but I'm also kind of wondering how many antiques I could get in my creel here.
The clearances divide opinion. Some historians believe it was a common part of the agricultural revolution, others that it was an early form of ethnic cleansing. It is a complex issue. What is beyond question, though, is the deep pain and suffering the clearances caused. and their enduring significance for the people of the Highlands. Rue has arrived in the historic town of Dornoch, where she'll be shopping at the Cheeky Highlander. I never forget a face. That's Cheeky Marcus. We've shopped with him before.
Hi there.
Now, Rue has £99 and shrapnel in her pocket, and lots of lovely ceramics to peruse. Anything tempting you?
Now, a true Scot knows exactly what this is. Without even opening, I bet you there's tiny little shot glasses in here. Because as you know, we don't have the best climate. So what's going to keep you warm when you're walking the Scottish moors? A wee dram of whiskey. But actually, see, that's a really sweet set. That's 4 mini shot glasses in a lovely leather case that you can easily put into your pocket. But it's used by country folk, walking the moors, maybe doing some gaming, maybe some sports, some exercise. And I'm trying to see what material they're made of. Ah, now that's interesting. It does say sterling there, meaning that that would be sterling silver. Not British hallmarked 925 with a lion, but sterling silver. So these are probably Edwardian, so early 1900s. Now I don't know what the price is. £15. I rarely do this, but I'm having them. Simple as that. This is my buy. And I think Mark would definitely be a wee bit envious of these. I got there first.
Time to head to the till, methinks.
Hi, Marcus.
Hi, Rue. How are you?
I'm good. Can I say you have the most gorgeously colourful shop? I love it.
Thank you so much. We were lucky enough to have Mark in our other shop the other week, and we were able to cut him a cheeky deal.
Well, the good news is you won't need to cut me a cheeky deal because I found something I love, and actually I love the price too.
Aye, the little nip glasses.
£15.
Okay.
So you can breathe a sigh of relief. I'll pay you the £15.
Fantastic.
For a change.
Well, that was easy. After her cheeky purchase, Rue is left with £84 still to spend. And her road trip bestie, Mark, of course, to be collected.
So how shall we unwind? I want you to pick what we're going to do tonight. Come on.
It's got to be haggis. It's got to involve haggis.
Yes. You do realise by the time we get to the final auction, we're barely. I'm not going to fit behind the wheel of the stag.
I don't believe that for a minute.
I'll be pressing the horn every time I breathe. Honk.
An army marches on its stomach, Rue. Nighty-night. Morning all. How are our trippers faring today?
This is exciting for me. This is the northmost I have ever been in the UK.
Well, neither have I. And I'm Scottish. I live in this great country.
Indeedy, our journey is taking us ever closer to Scotland's wild northern coast. Yesterday, Rue had a shopping frenzy.
Hi there.
Picking up a pair of candelabra, a commemorative biscuit tin, a silver cigarette box, and a set of 4 whiskey-top beakers.
I think Mark would definitely be a wee bit envious of these.
Leaving her with £84. Whereas Mark spent just £25 on a mid-20th century Bakelite television case, as you do.
I always wanted to be on telly.
Meaning he still has £305 left.
This is such a glorious day. The sun shines out now.
Which is just as well, because I think it's time for me to drop you off.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
No. You can't drop me here.
Places to go, people to see, antiques to buy.
You can't drop me here.
All's fair in love and war, and the Antiques road trip.
Why not? Nice sunny day. There you go.
You're serious?
Okay, my dear. All righty. Absolutely. Yeah. See ya.
Anything happens to me, it's your fault, mister.
It's all right. There's
You're
a farm over there.
responsible.
It's fine. Bye-bye, dear.
Very gentlemanly behaviour. Well then.
Better get your walking shoes on, Rue. Meanwhile, Mark has continued on to Brora. He'll be shopping here in the Witch's Kist. Anna is minding the shop floor today, And my, there are some goodies to be found in here. Mark has £305 burning a hole in his pocket. So what's he going to do with it?
The label says Gandalf, thou shalt not pass.
Thou shalt not buy. Anything else?
Stuffed toys. They look like they're having a bit of a fight, but I'm kind of interested in this. So the label says glass dome with vintage toys, which is pretty descriptive. And amidst the fight, it looks like there's a rather interesting teddy bear. Whoa, there goes the lamb. Sorry, Larry. This is kind of two things in one. So you've got this melee of stuffed toys here, and then you've got a rather nice Victorian glass dome. They're not cheap to buy these days. But it's this little fellow I'm interested in. I do love a good teddy bear, and he looks to me, possibly from the shape and the wear, like an antique Steiff bear.
Marguerite Steiff was a seamstress in the 19th century, and she created what is widely agreed to be the first teddy bear, named after the then US President Theodore Teddy Roosevelt.
The smell's good.
Does it? Interesting technique.
He's got the right wear, the right stuffing. And look, he comes with Larry the lamb as well. And I haven't thought a name for the horse yet, but I can come to that later. £135 seems pretty good to me, especially as I might get 2 lots at the auction out of it.
Watch out, Anna. Mark's no teddy bear when it comes to haggling.
Anna, hello.
Hello.
Amazing shop.
Thank you.
You've got some animals, some stuffed toys in the back there in a
In the
glass
glass dome, yeah.
Exactly. They've got 135 on them. What would be the best price?
Probably 120.
Let's do 120. I'll take those. I think they're fantastic things.
Okay.
Thank you very much indeed.
Bearing in mind, this is 2 lots for the price of 1. Could be a canny buy from our Mark.
Thank you ever so much. I'll go and grab them.
Thank you.
That leaves £185 in Mark's wallet. Cargo stowed safely away. And time to be off. Drive carefully now, Mark. "62 miles away, Rue has officially run out of road. Somehow, she's made her way to John O'Groats, the UK's most northeasterly point. She's meeting Walter Mowat, chairman of the John O'Groats Development Trust.
Hello, you must be Walter.
Good morning, I am indeed, yes. Welcome here to John O'Groats.
Thank you so much. It's a stunning view.
It's lovely and blue as well.
It is, it's beautiful.
So would you like to know a wee bit more about John O'Groats?
Yes, I do.
Ah, well, the simplest thing is come with me.
Perfect, lead the way.
Yeah, I'm the Pied Piper.
Few, if any, British journeys are as iconic as the route from Land's End in Cornwall to John O'Groats. Known as End to End, the 874-mile-long journey is the furthest you can go within the British Isles without changing direction.
This is Duncan's Head. We're 210 feet high, and in the background are the stacks of Duncan's Bay.
They're magnificent. They're almost otherworldly.
I think it's the best view of Scotland, but I'm a bit biased as I come from John O'Groats here.
I think I might agree with you. It's definitely one of the best views.
We can go down to what we call the end of the road, where the signpost is and the harbour, and I can tell you a wee bit more.
That sounds perfect.
Come this way then.
The route between became popularised after American diplomat Alio Burritt published 2 books documenting his journey walking to each point from London. However, it was 2 brothers from Cheshire, John and Robert Naylor, who became the first on record to make the entire journey on foot in the 19th century.
When the Naylor brothers did it, they took 1,320 miles.
Did they take the scenic route by any
Obviously
chance?
took a scenic route, and they made a very good book about the travels between Chornagroats and Land's End and all the different escapades and things that they found out on the way.
So the journey was in a way documented, so people got to find out about the journey.
That's correct.
Everything they saw, and it in a way made it real, it brought it to life.
That's
Kept
correct.
the legacy going.
That's right, and this was basically what you might say was the start of the connection between Chornagroats and Land's End.
The Naylor brothers' book has inspired countless people to emulate their achievement to this day.
We've got the sunshine for it, don't we?
Absolutely beautiful day. What do you come to Chornagroats for but for the weather?
So this.
Now, this is our famous signpost here at Chornagroats.
So how many people do this trek every year?
Thousands, probably 20, 30,000 does this in a year.
So if I touch this iconic signpost, am I legally obliged to do the walk to Land's End?
Absolutely, I would say yes.
Well, I guess I better get going then. Good thing I brought my comfy shoes.
Absolutely, yes.
Land's End, here I come. Thanks, Walter.
Delighted.
Over 150 years ago, two brothers journeyed the span of Britain's mainland by foot. Today, their legacy lives on as people from across the world follow in the Naylor brothers' footsteps. And close on Rue's heels, Mark and the Stag are en route to Chornagroats as we speak.
I have never been this far north. Every mile I drive, I'm getting even more north.
Well, soon you won't be able to go any further. So, best stop off at Turning Tide's Emporium and do some shopping.
Here it is.
The man polishing glasses is owner and dealer Mark. And he does have an awful lot of glass for sale. Mark 1, that's our Mark, still has £185 to spend. Anything tickling your fancy?
Ooh, now I like those. Very gently pull one of these out. Pure Victorian elegance. So what we're looking at here is known as a Jack in the Pulpit vase because it resembles the flower. It's very similar to the flower by the same name. So what you've got with that is where the front rim has been pulled down and the back of the rim has been pulled up. So what are we looking at as a price for these two pieces? £50. The problem is Victorian glass, and cranberry glass in particular, isn't dreadfully popular at the moment. And I'm a bit concerned they're not going to make that at auction. But I think I need to talk to Mark and see whether we can work out a deal.
Sounds like a plan. Oh, look, here's Rue to join the party. Only made it half a mile on her way to Land's End then.
Hi there.
Now, remember, she has just £84, but I'm sure there's plenty she can afford in here.
Now that excites me. I have bought quite a bit of silver, but this looks to be a propelling pencil. Now, you don't come across these often. That's the name you want to find. S. Morden & Co. Very well known in the world of propelling pencils. Samson Morden was one of the finest British silversmiths, born in the Georgian era a long, long time ago. He died just after the Victorian era. So this pencil, propelling pencil, is probably mid to late Victorian. And the way it works is you push this little lever up. Out comes the part where you would actually put the lead into. But look at the detail on that. Beautifully, beautifully engraved. It's ticking so many boxes. And it appears to actually have its original box too. Now see, that says £45. I think that's really a good price. I think that's a strong potential buy. So I'm actually gonna put that to the side. In fact, I'm gonna hide it in this vase from Mark so you can't see it.
How devious. Poor old Mark. He likes a pen too. Still, he looks like he's doing all right for himself.
I'm a fan of snappy dressing. I don't think there's any excuse, especially on a special occasion, for wearing something smart. And I do love a bit of bling with smart. And these really catch my eye. What we've got here are two tie pins. These look to me to be gold. So I'm going to take one out. and have a look on the back and check whether I'm right. So they're marked 15 CT, so they're 15 carat gold. And that dates them to a particular period in time when the standards for gold were widened in 1854 to allow for different carats. So 15 carat gold came in at that point. And then in 1932, the different standards for gold were reorganised again. So it was taken away. So we're looking at 1854 to 1932. Sadly, it doesn't appear to have a price on it. So I think I might take those with me and have a quick chat with Mark.
Brace yourself, sir. Our Mark I is a ferocious haggler.
Hello.
Hi there.
An amazing shop.
Aha.
So much to see, and a couple I'd like to ask about,
Yes.
including these two gold tie-pins.
Yes.
There's no price on them, so could you give me the best price you can?
The best price I could do, they're both 15 carat gold. I could do the two for £80.
If I were to buy the tie-pins, sticking with the Victorian vibe here, and the cranberry glass, what could we do?
110.
Any closer to the 100 mark? Nice round 100, good round figure.
109.
105.
105, OK.
Deal. Done. Excellent. Thank you very much.
No worries.
A very generous discount, Mark. And that's Mr. Hill all shopped up.
Do you know, I might wear these on the way out. I rather like those. Thank you. I'm going to go and get my cranberry glass.
OK.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't rush off yet. Rue's still shopping.
I have such a weakness for boxes. I don't care if they're full or empty, but is that not the sweetest box you will ever see? It says Patience on there, which is a card game. It's very 1930s, 1940s, and it actually seems to be complete with its cards. But I love this because there's a real market for vintage games and toys. It seems to be the hot thing to collect now. Now, there's no price on it. I have just fallen in love with that. I don't know how it's going to do at auction. It could be £10 to £15, but it could cost 20. I have no idea. But it's something I might be able to pair with my Coronation biscuit tin, because to me, they're both about nostalgia. Childhood, biscuits, what you grew up with while you're playing your card games. But I'm going to go speak to Mark, because he might be able to tell me how to play and how much it costs.
Play your cards right, and Mark might deal you a good hand.
Hi, Mark.
Hi there.
I found a couple of things, but I have to admit I'm in love with this little box of Patience cards. Now, there's no price on that, but I also spotted the modern silver propelling pencil.
Yes.
Now, that's got 45 on it, which is a really good price. So could that be sort of round about the £30 mark?
I could probably do 35.
35, OK. Could you do sort of 40 for the two?
Yes, I could do that. Yes.
So £5
£5 for the Patience and 35 for the silver pencil.
Brilliant. So I owe you £40 then.
OK, lovely.
And that's the final purchase of this leg.
And I'll take my cards and practice my shuffling skills.
OK.
Take care,
Thank you, bye-bye.
Time for our shoppers to make their exit.
Wow. That was a glass lover's dream.
It really was. I was in paradise, in heaven.
Ooh,
I'm driving.
I'm getting blown away.
Let's get in before we do.
Oh, my... Ooh, I think there's a storm coming.
Off we jolly well go. Onwards and upwards.
And with that, time to get some shut-eye. Auction stations. We've collected our wares, and now it's selling time.
Wow.
Look at that. Wowzers.
I almost crashed into the sign.
Yeah, please don't.
Rue and Mark have arrived at the Coolin Hills Hotel on the Isle of Skye, a 19th century former hunting lodge for Clan MacDonald.
Oh, now that is a view.
Look at that.
A perfect place for taffeton tails.
I quite agree.
They have dispatched their items to Banbury in Oxfordshire, where they'll go up for auction to bidders in the room, online and over the phone at JS Fine Art Auctioneers and Valuers. Rue spent a total of £110 on her 5 lots. Which one does auctioneer Joe Smith think has the greatest profit potential?
Whiskey shot glasses, sterling silver, probably continental, but lovely in their original leatherette case. Set of 4, lovely condition, so they have great potential to make a bit of money this time.
Mark splurged out £250 on 5 items. Which one has caught Joe's expert eye?
One of my favourites today is the Bakelite radio TV case, in fact. I mean, so many radio cases we see in Bakelite, and we've got a fantastic TV case which could be utilised or reutilised for any interesting interior decoration purpose.
Ooh.
This is grand.
And look, an open fire. Very you. That's all I'm saying.
Trivia. Now, to watch it all play out using the wonders of technology.
I have to say, this is my idea of heaven.
Yeah.
Chesterfield armchair, open fire, good company.
Great view.
I know, this is perfect.
Ooh, toasty. Now, Mark's Jack in the Pulpit vases will get us going.
Imagine them sort of, you know, either side on a mantelpiece.
I would have them in a heartbeat.
35. 40 is it now? 40 in the back?
Yes, into profit.
5, 45 and 50. 50 with the lady now. 60 is it now? 60. 60
Nice work.
Internet now at £60. 70 is it?
This is good.
70 do we say?
Come on, double your money.
70 anywhere at 60.
65.
£60.
Well done. Almost doubles your money.
A decent chunk of change to kick off with.
I'm actually really happy with that, actually. Straight off.
Yeah, I know,
A
naysayer.
profit on number 1.
Next, Rue's grouped her biscuit tin and playing cards into one lot.
Are you good at cards?
I'm terrible at cards. I'm so competitive, in case you hadn't noticed.
I'm very competitive too, actually.
10, 15 anywhere now. 10's the bid.
got 10.
15
Got 10.
£10 only. 15 do we see? At £10.
No, a little bit more.
All done? All sure? At £10 only and going?
Oh, dearie me.
Well, it's not that bad.
A bad hand to be dealt, but only a small loss.
Somebody is going to be enjoying a very good game of patience tonight.
I know, exactly.
Mark separated his dome and bears into 2 lots, with the dome up first.
I'm kind of excited about this. It's so useful and
Yeah.
it's so on trend.
And 35, 45, 50. 50's online now, 50 and 60. 60 in the back now, 60.
Lots of interest.
80 it is now, 80. 90, £90. 100, sir, 100.
My initial thought was 80 to 120.
£100 and 10 now, £100.
Come on, Rue's right, come on.
£100. Selling and done.
Crikey! That's a bit of dosh.
Well done.
That was good news.
What can Rue's Victorian candelabra do next?
I'm thinking 30 to 35.
Yeah.
You're being kind, aren't you?
No, me?
£10, 15 anywhere now. 10's the bid, 15 online. 20
Oh, good.
20.
Hey,
£20.
break even.
But we need profit.
25.
Yes.
Phew.
25, come back 30.
Let's make it 30.
At £25, surely more than this.
You need a last minute bid.
All done?
A smidgen of profit, but Rue will need her other items to do well.
Profit.
I'll take
profit.
£5.
Well done.
Mark's turn again with his gold and diamond stick pins.
These I'm kind of excited about.
35.
Oh,
I think it'll fly.
here we are, we're moving. Come on.
50 now. 45, 50 now.
Harsh.
£45. With the case.
No.
£45.
It will creep.
Are we done this time? 45.
Oh,
2 diamond set stick pins at £45. All done? They're going to go. 45.
Wow, that loss makes things a bit more even.
Well, someone is going to look very dapper.
Will Rue pull ahead now? It's her silver cigarette box.
this was my safe buy. I like to do a safe buy every now and again when I'm in trouble.
Various bids at 5, 10, 15 is it now? 10's the bid. 15 now. 10's
Low,
the
low,
bid.
low,
15,
low, low.
25. 25.
Hey.
30 now at 25. 30 is it at 25.
Make it 30.
Break even. Go on, break even a bit.
30 online.
Hey,
30
profit.
back online
Give me
now.
35.
£30. I'll take 2 if it helps anyone. At £30. All done. All short going at 30 and selling 30. All done.
I mean, that's not bad for a
That's
battered
not bad.
fag
£3.
box.
A few more pounds to the good there. Can Mark make a comeback with his Bakelite TV case?
I know, most of it's not there.
But the difference is this is a good kind of battered. As in, this is a proper thing that you would upside. You could turn it into a fish tank.
Ah, you get it.
Just the case, you can use it for all sorts. I think it's a really interesting thing. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. £30.
Fabulous.
£30.
Profit.
I'm off.
£30 a bit. 5 anywhere at £30. Are we all done? £30.
Well
It's a
done.
profit.
Someone does have vision.
They do. I wonder where it will end up. Scary doll's head plant or fish, who knows?
It's gone to a good home and hopefully a new lease of life.
No, well done. I think you took a risk, not in terms of money, but buying something a bit out there.
Yes.
Rue's Samson Morden propelling pencil now.
In its original case, £35.
35 pounds. I am so envious.
25 to start online.
Low start.
30. At 30. 5 anywhere at £30. 5 do we see? It's in its original case. 35. 35 there now. 35. It's seated in the room now. At £35. 40 is it?
Come on.
40. Back online again now.
Yes.
40.
Thank goodness this is...
45. 45. 45 this time. Going at 45. Yourself.
Hey, but it's a
45. It is, I'm relieved.
£10 profit.
A small profit, but well received nonetheless.
I would have done more, but I'm happy.
If you go down to the woods today, you'll find Mark's final item, his stiff bear and some other soft toys.
The teddy bear called you.
The teddy bear definitely called me. Well, I hope he finds a new owner. Or she finds a lovely new owner.
Internet opens at 40, 50 here, though.
Need it more than that, though.
60, 70, £70 and 80. It's 90, is it now? £80. Come on. At £80. 90 anywhere now.
It's the damage.
£80. All sure at 80. £80.
Listen, I think that's still good for damaged stuff.
All square with that one.
That's actually okay. I didn't win anything, but I didn't lose anything.
Yeah.
And ending the auction, it's Rue's silver whiskey shot beakers.
Ah, now here's my favourite lot.
Okay, so these are sterling silver.
Yes.
Oh.
And we've got crossing bids all over the place. 100.
Oh!
110 online. 20 is it now? 110.
Silver.
£110.
Wow.
110. 20 do we see? 110.
That's brilliant.
All done. 110.
So relieved.
Thank you.
I will happily take that.
I'll drink to that too. A tremendous profit. And we're done.
They were really
I
nice
wasn't
things.
expecting £110.
Straight off the bat.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good.
So that's us done. We've
That
only
is.
got one auction left to go.
Oh, my goodness.
Our last chance saloon.
Mixed bag for both our experts today. After sale room fees, Mark remains in the lead with £338.76 as we go into our final leg. After auction costs are accounted for, Rue can feel reasonably cheerful as she tops her piggy up to £224.68p.
Well, 4 down, 1 to go.
Fresh air. Thank goodness.
Oh, I know.
I think we need to explore this gorgeous island.
Shall we?
Yes. Sounds like a good start to me.
Next time, it's the final leg of our trip.
Well, here it is, the final reckoning.
But have our experts lost the plot?
I told you.
And will we finally see Mark in a kilt?
I promised I was going to get you in a kilt by the end of the road trip.
Fat chance.